Connected to channel Theo.
Good morning.
Ravi says,
Hello, Wild Theo.
Good morning, Ravi.
Dexter Fletcher on YouTube says,
Hey,
Cyberworld SK on YouTube
Dexter
says,
Fletcher on YouTube.
good afternoon.
Cyberworld, good afternoon. Gotta kill OSCP VPN. Start up, pack the boxes.
Ravi says,
Good time zone to you too, Theo. Smile, smile.
How we doing this morning, Cyberworld? GoPro snuck in there. GoPro with the first. GoPro snuck in there. Dexter, what are you up to? Ravi, what's going on? What are you working on today? I need access to
Cyberworld
this.
SK on YouTube says,
No cap today, why?
Don't know. I just woke up. My head's nice and warm right now. I got my beanie if I need it. Yeah, my gloves.
Ravi says,
Trying to do one room on THM at the moment, that's it.
Open VPN. Yeah. Lab. Yeah. Doubt the room is back up. Ugh, I gotta find out a solution. I gotta find a solution for Small Beanie Hacker's phone. It's not charging anymore. Like, even when you plug it in, like it's like the plug port's like not connecting. And a little charger pad we got for it's not working either.
Dexter Fletcher on YouTube says,
I cancelled my HTB sub today.
Cyberworld SK on YouTube says,
Got RX access on Intel.
Dexter, why'd you cancel it? I've gone through periods like that. Cancel, you know what I mean? Start, cancel. How come the VP? Oh, there it is. Okay. What are you talking about? RXX.
Dexter Fletcher on YouTube says,
Dollar and motivation.
Oh, reverse cross-site scripting. Interesting. Are you going to report it? I'd like to think that they have a way for you to report those. Money, I get, but motivation? So what are you motivated to do by canceling your Hack the Box membership? What's the room you're trying to do, Robbie? 10, 10, 11, 230, cozy hosting.
Ravi says,
Jomsafly.
translated from Indonesian. Dexter Fletcher on YouTube says,
I mean, I'm not motivated to do CTFs right now, and HTB was just costing me money not being used.
That makes
Ravi
sense.
says,
Joomify.
So Joomla. And what's the other one? Zoomify? Yeah, those are CMSs, right?
Dexter Fletcher on YouTube says,
I might give try hack me when I come back.
Ravi says,
Previous was typo.
Dexter Fletcher on YouTube says,
A try.
Try Hack Me's got free rooms you can like get started on. And good morning, YouTube. Thank you all for popping in right away, YouTubers. Cyberworld, Dexter, whoever else may be hanging out on YouTube. Thank you. Okay, I'm getting irritated now. Senior Pepito Grillo, thank you for the follow. I gotta have to fix that right now.
Amir just reacted on YouTube says, what is that and greater than M1 stand for Ender Shell command? Is it the stat and stare?
That is a reverse
Nerd by
shell I'm
Daylight
trying to
says,
get working.
Little lurk whilst time working.
Sounds good, Nerd by Daylight. Thank you. Thank you for the lurk. Not a problem. Yeah, I'm doing cozy host on
Cyberworld SK on YouTube says,
Software, firmware, hardware scope of Intel, not their website.
software, firmware, and hardware are scopes of Intel, not their website. No, I mean, there should be a vulnerability reporting, a bug reporting mechanism on their
Nerdummy
website.
YouTube says,
You mom is welcome to Pop and Theo.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gumby with the first Your Mom joke of the day. Good morning, Gumby.
Dexter Fletcher on YouTube says,
Colon face green smiling.
What's going on? Is it the... nothing here. What is this thing doing?
CyberSec on YouTube says,
Hi.
CyberSec on YouTube. Hi.
Dexter Fletcher on YouTube says,
What did you say you had RxXS on?
I don't have RxS on anything. Are you talking to Cyber World?
DR4K0 Nia says,
Hello.
Draconia, hello. How are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Did I get your name right? Draconia.
What kind of pen testing are you doing? Smile, smile.
Yeah. No, we're doing a box on Hack the Box. A box on Hack the Box. Words. Called Cozy Hosting. In fact, let's pin that now.
Theo says,
Poof. What about you, Draconia? What are you working on?
CyberSec on YouTube says,
Mobile.
You have 2 webcams?
No, that's the same one. It's a different scene. So this guy right here, over on the right, is the same as this one. It's just cropped a little bit. And actually, I have a landscape one I've been meaning to get rid of because I have a new redeem I want to try out. Thanks for asking. I think we can get rid of this too.
DR4K0 Nia says,
I'm working on code protection mostly.
Dexter Fletcher on YouTube says,
Good.
I'm working on my anger issues.
Hey, we're all a work in progress. That's good to hear. I am working on saving money and budgeting. I feel like I'm always working on that.
CyberSec on YouTube says,
Dexter is Wu opinion? Same PFP.
It's Rami I says,
Hello Theo.
It's Rami.
Dexter Fletcher
How are
on
you?
YouTube says,
Are you stoned, bro?
No, I
Robbie
can barely do
says-
this job sober.
I thought you gonna say I'm working on OSCP study jinx lol.
It is OSCP study.
DR4K0 Nia says,
I'm working on not spending all my money on camera gear XD.
Wise.
it's Rami I says,
Is the OSCP exam still have the buffer overflow?
I don't think so.
Not Richie says,
Go pros dois roller toaster.
Good morning, GoPro.
RN Ogumbi says,
H.
Cave Dweller 64 says,
Good morning, Theo.
Good morning, Cave Dweller.
CyberSec on YouTube says,
Buffer overflow vulnerability exists now?
Not Richie says,
Do you all like my roller toaster emote? Okay, good night.
It's Rami I says.
XD Rust Champ Alert.
Ooh, I do. Is that new?
Cyberworld SK on YouTube says.
Do you think CC2 exam is good?
Cyberworld, you got me. I don't know what the CC2 exam is. That looks AI generated, which is fine. But yeah, roller toaster. Yeah, I like that a lot. Why is this not working?
It's Rami I says.
Theo, do you think everyone will use Rust in the future and there will be no buffer overflow anymore?
No, I don't. Are you kidding me? The entire world come together and decide to use only one computer language? No, no. I'm sorry, no. Never, never. I'll put good money on that. That'll never happen. I'm not gonna mess with this on stream. I'm just gonna have to pay attention. It's Rami followed, right? 0x CyberSec. Awesome. And Senior Pepito. How you doing today? What is the CC2 exam? Let's look that up real quick.
Dexter Fletcher on YouTube says.
You mean ISC2?
Hack the Planet says.
Morning.
Cyberworld SK
Good morning,
on
Tagora.
YouTube says.
Hack the Planet. Good
Yuck,
morning.
Dexter.
Oh, ISC2.
Mark Pincone says.
Yo,
Translated from Spanish.
Mark
Hack the Planet
Pinecone.
says.
How are you
do you
doing?
have a Hack the Box
Yo.
subscription?
I do, yes. Wait, who are you talking to? Yeah, I do. I just renewed yesterday. I don't know anything about ISC2. If in your area, if it's listed on job, if it's listed on the job description, that's like a preferred qualification, bonus qualification, required qualification, then for what you're trying to go after, then yeah. But if it's not on job listings, if employers are not looking for it.
DR4K0 Nia says.
Decent entry-level cert, I guess.
Hack the Planet says.
Easy Linux Box on Saturday at 2 p.m. if you want to join us.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's Rami I says.
Yo Theo, if I will use TJ Null's list for OSCP, it's okay if I use the hacked box machines only because I don't want to buy ground-proof practice.
DR4K0 Nia says.
I'm so fucking lucky I didn't need a shitty cert for my job.
Yeah, you're pretty lucky. They're not all shitty though, in my opinion. It's Rami. If TJ Null has those other boxes listed on there, he most likely is suggesting that you do those additional boxes as well. Yeah. So I can't say that if you can skip those ones. Tagora, we have, what's Saturday? I think Small Beanie Hacker has a soccer game. Don't wait for me.
Mark Pincone says.
Is Security Plus worth it?
It depends.
DR4K0
It depends,
Nia
Mark.
says.
I guess some certs have value, but many don't have value, especially considering the price.
So look, like you're talking to the wrong person if you want to justify certificates. Like the problem is that you have HR managers. Typically you have an HR person that's doing the hiring, and they're very good at HR things, but they may not be very good at coding and discerning if someone is qualified for a job. So they will often use certificates or levels of education to at least get a starting point that the person that they're talking to should know the realm that they're applying for. So that's number one. Number two, I think personally, and I'm not a hiring manager. Personally, I think entry-level certificates are good. I think they show value. I think they show like, the ability for someone to self-start and learn something on their own and study for it and take an exam and pass an exam. And I think that shows employers that you're a self-starter and you don't need to be coached at least through, everything. So that's why I think the bigger certificates, your OffSec, your OSCP, and all the OS certificates there, your SAN certificates that are thousands of dollars. Like personally, if you don't have the money for them, I would skip them until you get employed or you get employed by an employer that reimburses or covers the cost of it.
Hack the Planet says.
We start at 2 p.m. sharp, but feel free to jump in when you get back.
Okay.
DR4K0 Nia says.
I totally understand why certs are a thing, but from what I've seen, letting tech people pick hires has been a better option. But that's not always an option, so it is what it is.
Mark Pincone says.
My employer is ready to pay for certs, smile, smile.
Great, there you go. Let them pay for it. Let them pay for it and take it and pass it quickly. Don't dilly-dally. Study for it and get it taken ASAP. Show them you're serious about it. Study for it and take it. Yeah, but that's the other thing too. Tech people aren't always very good at HR. They're not all very good at other judges of character.
10 plus years in IT should be easy.
Cyber World SK on YouTube says.
So that's to be Security Plus.
My classmate cleared the CC exam. And now he's flexing, and you don't know I have cleared CV13 practical exam 1820 on my own.
What do you care? Who do you care what your classmates doing? Actually, in my opinion, like it feels like you're in the world and it feels like it's you versus everyone else. When in reality, I'd say a majority of it is you versus you. Yeah.
It's Rami I says.
I agree with your point indeed.
DR4K0 Nia says.
Absolutely fair, that's why I get it. But it's sometimes frustrating to see good people get thrown under the bus because they can't afford a cert.
I know, but
Hack the
and we
Planet
talked
says.
about that too, Draconi.
Art talks to me all the time. I'm not sure that they like me though.
Dexter Fletcher on YouTube says.
Theo, I feel like I've known you for years.
Maybe you did. Maybe you do. Where would we know each other from? Draconia. So like, I hear what you're saying, but we've talked about this before. We've talked about like there's other paths that we feel that you can do to get noticed, to get into the industry. The most important one of the most important ones, networking.
Your mom is in my world.
Oh. Networking and professional relationship building. Certificate study, some kind of certificate, self-study, college, universities in there, and a GitHub or a website or a blog showing managers that you can do what you say you can do. So like this is one of the three things that I tell people that they should be doing, especially if someone doesn't have the money to afford a certificate. Like they could be studying for, they could still study the materials that are out there, but you really should be doing professional relationship building if you don't have the money for certificates. And you definitely should have a GitHub, a website, or a blog showing the write-ups that you do, the code that you make, you know, the projects that you work on.
Cyberworld SK on YouTube says,
Write me versus me and my internet.
Dexter Fletcher on YouTube says,
Did you ever work in a restaurant before?
Yeah,
DR
for about 10 years.
Nia says,
Yeah, I got in by being present in the scene as well. I was specifically meaning companies that only hire based on certs, public sector and gov, in my country.
Okay, depending on your country, yeah, it could be daunting if they only hire for certificates. But again, in my opinion, professional relationship building hacks that process of going through the normal apply on the website bullshit. Yeah, Dexter, I worked in restaurants. I started working in restaurants when I was 15 years old, washing dishes under the table at a local bar, and worked my way up to
YouTube
general
says,
manager.
Your mom can be my project.
Adventure on YouTube says,
Hey,
Dexter Fletcher on
Hey,
YouTube
Adventure.
says,
that's where I've seen you before then. I like to eat out a lot.
It's Rami I says,
Like in my country, certs what got you hired.
Hack the Planet says,
If you live in the US, a lot of states have grant-funded programs for certification training, which includes a test voucher.
Yeah, Ohio does
It can
that.
be hard to find the training, but a lot of states do it.
DR4K0 Nia says,
Private sector is cooler anyways, D.
Tagore would know. Hack the Planet would know. They're involved in the hiring process. Okay, so my next step is to create a reverse shell. I was trying to get this to work.
Ajuku says,
Wasn't it hard to wash dishes under the table?
Good one. No, I meant if anyone doesn't know that expression, I was not old
Dexter
enough
Fletcher
to
on
get a
YouTube
job.
says,
I can't believe you forgot me.
What do you mean,
Ajuku
forgot you?
says,
I mean, you don't look too small.
Oh, from eating out. Me, I forgot you. Wait, you're not serious, are you?
It's Rami I says,
Sometimes you need to work to get work, that is real for sure.
All's Journey says,
Hey bro. GL today.
Thanks, Al.
DR4K0 Nia says,
Your servers don't actually like you, they get paid to be nice to you.
I don't agree with you. I think some understand that. But yeah, I mean, they're being paid to be pleasant and take care of you. What would you rather them do? Okay, there you go. I think there's some that are genuinely like what they do.
I'm joking.
Cyberworld SK on YouTube says.
I'll be back in 30 minutes.
Dexter Fletcher on YouTube says.
I'm a serious cryptologger on your payroll servers.
Oh yeah? Where are you from? You can be as specific or as vague as you'd like, Dexter.
Hack the Planet says.
The key thing in IT, if you see an entry-level job with a bunch of requirements that seem ridiculous, just apply anyway.
Yep. Agree. Okay, so let's talk through this. I have two things going on. I have a...
Dexter Fletcher on YouTube says.
I'm chief of painfully HR, get back to work.
Opinion.
Gandhi on YouTube says.
I'm from your mom's house.
Got him.
Dexter Fletcher on YouTube says.
Dick.
Translated from Dutch.
Yeah, that tracks.
Got him.
I have a field that's allowing me to send commands. Oh, okay. I think I understand. So if I have a field that I know that can send commands, but the problem is there can be no spaces in here. So while this works, it doesn't work because I think it's because I don't have a reverse shell script that doesn't have spaces in it. So in order to get it to work, we use this that's got no lines in it, no spaces in it, and we're going to append a reverse shell script to it. So I think that makes sense. And then I need a different port for the reverse shell.
Ajuku says.
Try the URL encoded %20 space, or what the code is.
I've gotten beyond that. I'm using IFS. I forget where it is. I think it's under OSCP help. Yep. We were using IFS. IFS is an internal field separator in Unix Linux. By default, it's set to white space. So using that to eliminate the white space, by default, it's set to white space. That's why the command works. Okay, I need to get back in here. So let's refresh that. Right. Oh shit, that's right. Okay. And this is session hijacking. So over on the sessions endpoint, we have K. Anderson with their cookie. Oh, it's the first time I've seen 2 K. Andersons. Well, ending in, can that be smaller? B64. All right, let's start with the top one. Okay, that gets us back in.
Frankie Levada 22 says,
Good afternoon.
Frankie, good afternoon.
How's things going?
Great. How about you? Okay, let's get a Python server going. Make the connection.
Alright, I got my classes sorted and my first 2 are cybersecurity and advanced networking, so kinda excited. Also got back into HTB.
Great. That's great news. And when do you start, Frankie? 69. Listening.
Next week, Tuesday.
Great. Oh, it changed.
Yedidia0024 says,
Are you using your own VPN?
I'm using Hack the Box's VPN. Jedediah, how you doing?
Frankie Levada 22 says,
Oh, also network security is another class. This semester seems to be all about security, ha.
Ten 4.
Loaf says,
If you monitor the command page that gets called when you click submit, I think you can call that without a session ID cookie. My notes don't seem to have it, but I could have missed writing it down. Save you grabbing the session ID and relogging in.
If I monitor that command
My notes
slash
are correct,
page,
that is.
Frankie Levada 22 says,
Hey Loaf, long time no see, less than 3.
I have to monitor the page.
Loaf says,
What's up, Frankie? How's my coastly neighbor doing?
what the internet was intended for, by the way.
It posts to /executes.
But I'm not. On the machine. Tekken, thank you for the follow. How do I
Life
monitor?
says.
You don't need to be?
All right. Well, we stumbled upon something that's out of my scope, as per usual. Okay, so how do I monitor? So I'm on the page. So how do I monitor it?
You're making a request in the browser. It's the same thing.
Okay.
Use Dev Tools and Network tab. Or Bert.
Well, let's try it with DevTools.
Frankie Levada 22 says.
Control-Shift-I. Oh, you
Okay.
got an NPM lol.
There's the cookie. Then I think you can call that without a session ID cookie. I don't know how to do that. And my it's not working anyways. Ten 16.4. You leave it open. Go to login, submit like you have been. You can go back and look at the network tab for the execute SSH and see what gets sent. Right click, copy, request.
Loaf says.
Frankie, are you Notes OS special?
Technique Unknown says.
Good morning.
Good morning, Technique Unknown. I'll go to login, submit. Oh, I'm still logged in. I'm surprised I haven't been kicked yet.
Gaming golfer the struggle of Israel says.
Is this study or box practice?
It's both. Good morning, gaming golfer. I gotta wait for the page to reset. Okay, it's connected.
Well, if you're doing a lesson trying to learn, I'll leave your box alone. But if you're just doing a CTF box, well then.
No. I'm doing a box on the OSCP list.
Mark Dincone says.
Anyone else have unstable HTTP open connections? Or it's just me VF? Don't have sub though. Maybe that's the reason.
No, not necessarily. Make sure you're doing a free box though. Let's change this. Let's kill the connection. Dick.
John says Neovamisbist says.
I mean,
Good morning, Spectre. How you doing?
tired. It's too early, lol.
Yeah.
Are you winning?
You know it. All right, it's making the connection, but my reverse shell still effed.
Loaf says.
That's not the reverse shell. That's a Python HTTP server.
Right. Yeah.
You need to be listening on a second port to catch a reverse shell.
Shit. You're right. I knew that too. I even changed it.
John says Neovamisbist says.
Or a reverse Uno card.
Loaf says.
Your HTTP server and Rev shell are listening on the same port?
No.
Shouldn't be
One's
possible.
420.69. The other ones should be 420.96. Yeah. Yeah, 69 for the Python server. Netcat's 96.
Oh nice, dyslexia kicking in. Did you update the Rev shell script with 42,096? D.
Yes. And it didn't pull it. That's because my IP address changed. My VPN connection changed to 4.
John says Neovamisbist says.
Dig deep and.
Loaf says.
Just tested with curl again. No need for a session ID to call executes.
Frankie Levada 22 says.
I always love the file names people come up with when programming. Web link.
Okay, Netcat listening. Python servers running. It's connected. Damn it. Why are you not firing? I try to create my own. They have something called NSH at the end of their...
Can I see what you're sending as a username?
John says Neovamisbist says.
Back to sleep. I expect this to be hacked before stream end.
I'll hack
Loaf
it twice.
says.
The Rev shell script also seems to be invalid bash because it was in single quotes.
I'm not sending anything as the username yet. Yeah, that's because they're creating it at the command line. I just realized.
Remove the single quotes. Remove the shebang. Curl and pipe to bash.
Arjuku says,
The /dev/tcp/. I think it is a bash, not a sh thing. Try with /bin/bash.
Ravi says,
Theohydra ate me. Thank you.
I don't know how to curl. I mean, can I curl it from here if I don't know what I'm curling?
Loaf says,
You were curling on your submit page, weren't you?
Three raiders from Fixit42 have joined.
Welcome,
Loaf
Raiders.
says,
That username field. What are you putting in there?
Kato says,
Fix it raid smile smile.
Oh, a test.
Fixit says,
Tomb Raid Fixit 42 love.
Oh, I'm sorry, curl.
Loaf says,
Starts with test, but you're doing command injection with curl.
Yeah.
So curl pipe to bash looks good, but your spaces need to be $ifs.
Fixit says,
Have to raid and run. Check out a new Humble bundle on CyberSec.
Loaf says,
Or just remove the spaces around bash.
Fixit says,
Thanks for the Fixit 42 love.
Loaf says,
Web link. Must be the font. Looks like it has spaces.
Got it. Bash line 1 -I command not found. So what is it trying to do?
So close.
Yep. That's for eyes for interactive, isn't it?
Rev shell has a mistake in it, it seems. Put bash at the front. Bash O greater than and. Bash I. Not O, sorry.
Fixit says,
Web link.
Thank you for the humble bundle link. Fix it.
Loaf says.
You're piping the script to bash, so it can either be a complete bash script, or you can call bash from your bash script and use interactive mode IXD.
Oh, and right now I have it in both. So no, let's just call let's just call the script. If it has bash in the script.
What you got now should work.
Mark Vincone says.
Wasn't Packed Books poorly written?
Loaf says.
You need to pipe to bash. You need that.
And my understanding is off.
Ajuku says.
You need to pip it to bash, otherwise it will just show the content.
Kato says.
Can you use netcat in the shell script?
The bez for me, or the bezame.
Loaf says.
There you go.
You could if you wanted to. And if netcat was on the remote box.
Two and a half days.
Ajuku says.
Maybe remove the spaces around it or replace them with $IFS.
Loaf says.
Woo.
That's a
bang.
rev shell. I'd yell like a woohoo, but everyone's still sleeping.
Frankie
Well-
Levada 22 says.
Woo.
Thank you. Now I have to stop because I need to understand what's going on. Because right now it's just words on the screen to get me a reverse shell. Like what I'm struggling with is
Dodo Fit says.
Clap.
Loaf says.
Do you know dance?
Kato says.
I had issues with reverse shell with bash. It worked for me with netcat though.
thank you. I need to go back and oh, did I get kicked? No. Okay. So what about test? Okay. The username field doesn't accept spaces. So we just start with username of test just to try something. And then we add curl. We have a Python listener started. Then we added curl to it to see if we could curl our attack machine.
Frankie Levada 22 says.
I got to go. Thanks for the talk and good luck, smile, smile.
Hey, good luck next week, Frankie. Excuse me. Please check in and let us know how you're doing.
Kato says.
The bash command errored out and said something like this is not good and secure to do, so I'm not doing it. Victimos was Debian 12.
Frankie Levada 22 says.
I will.
Deepnid Network says.
Hello man.
Ajuku says.
I think it would have worked awesome without cur. Just a rev shell but replace the spaces with $ifs. Unless there is filter for the
Network, how you
word
doing?
bash.
Kato says.
Anyway, follow and lurk. See ya.
Deepnid Network
Thank you for the
says.
follow.
Just did this box 2 to 3 days ago. How you doing, good man? How's you?
Good, good.
Don't you think doing this in burp helps?
Yes and no. I like using the command line for a lot of my stuff. I've done reverse shells before. This one's throwing me off a little bit because we have an additional layer to get past. So that's what I'm trying to wrap my head around right now. Your command injection uses curl to download the script from your Python server. Makes sense. But if you curl anything from the command line, all you will get is the text. Right. Okay. Thank you for that. I understand that. But the amazing thing about Linux is that you can pipe chain execution to other binaries. What piping does is take the standard out of the left-hand command and send it to the standard in of the right hand command. So you download your script text and then pipe it straight to bash.
Deepnid Network says.
No, I mean, the command injection thing, doing it through the burp suite, you can see errors. When I solved the box, those arrows helped me understand my mistake.
Fair enough.
Kai says.
Nicking 12 sub.
Translated from Estonian.
Hi, Kylondo. How you doing?
I am well, sir. Long time no talk.
Yeah, no worries. Good to see you. No worries, love. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm going to keep reading through those. I think I'm getting close. I appreciate your help. Yeah, I'm going to have to hop off soon. Hey, thanks for the gigantic emote, Kai.
Kai says.
Seems good.
Cyber World SK on YouTube says.
Hey,
Hey. What I'm still getting a little tripped up in is Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. My head is doing the your mom script last, and that's not what's happening. We are making this connection to my Python server to
Ethernet
run
network says.
your mom.
You are doing stuff right. You will need to comment out the rest of the command.
No, we're connected. We're connected. I'm just trying to understand what's going on.
Dodofit says.
It might be easier to wrap your head around if you just run the curl command locally in your own terminal to see the script's output.
Maybe.
Then imagine that output directly executed by bash.
Loaf says.
You can use S instead of V if you don't want such verbose output. I just put V in as a force of habit.
No, I want to
Dodofit
see everything
says.
too.
If you just run curl, bad link.
Hack the Planet says.
Only 2 more days to get you a brownie batter donut from Dunkin'. Get it while it's there. Smile, smile.
Good looking out. Nick Cat's listening. Python server's listening.
If there's any cats in the hallway, you better get to stepping.
That's right. It times out. Thanks for the follow, Katya Best Cat.
Loaf says.
Timeout makes sense for a reverse shell.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Requests to a web server will only be held open for so long, then it will close the client session, but you spawn a new backend connection, so that stays open from the web server.
Sorry about that. Thank you. Twitch hacks works in the background. If you're going to check your status, it doesn't print commands to the screen anymore. I broke it and I don't have time to fix it. If you start at email with !hack space email, then you can ! fish, PHISH, and then you can do a status again to see your points. Okay, so it executed the curl. Actually, I executed the curl to get to cozy hosting execute SSH. I think V is for verbose. I don't know what D is for. Host goes 127.0.0.1. Username gets test. S is for data to be passed. D is for data to be passed. Test curl. Okay, that's our test. That's our curl command. Connecting to our Python server. Pulling down your mom and sending it to bash to execute it. Got it.
Cyberworld SK on YouTube says.
Impost request.
Deepnet Network says.
Are we trying to figure out how this command works in the background?
Boogeyman, I'm trying to understand how it works. I've done reverse shells before, but there's a couple layers to this that I just don't understand. And when I don't understand something, I stop and I try to figure it out instead of just blindly running commands. I mean, I know what a curl does. I understand our Python server, but I'm just having a hard time wrapping my head around how the reverse shell. I'm just a little stuck here. Like, my brain is like, well, okay, if it sends it to bash here.
Since we have a shell, we can use what does this actually look on the box.
PSPYs for processes. I mean, maybe that'll be useful, but I just want to. I don't know what to tell you. I'm trying to make sense of it in my brain for how I learn.
Master Blaster says,
Hey Theo, hey everyone.
Hey,
I'm
Master
here
Blaster.
And I like to lurk Kappa.
Dodofit says,
That's the right mindset to have. So what's happening on the back end is that the server downloads the contents of WebLink
From your Python server and then sends that to be run by bash. So I understand that. Like, honestly, where I'm stuck is, okay, if it sends that to be run by bash, why do I need bash at the beginning of my reverse shell to get it to run? Your posture is trash, man.
Master Blaster says,
IDK. I'm having a delicious pizza right now. Is cybersecurity that hard, Theo? Kappa.
Okoala Wizard says,
Morning, Theo, how we feeling?
Good. Wow. Koala, how are you doing? Hey, good. Thanks for keeping me company there while I was practicing last night. I was studying while you were playing marbles.
Just walked Roxy for the morning and getting ready for work. And no, it's the other way around. I appreciate you hanging with me, Okwal love.
No problem.
The Ethernet network says.
Apparently, batch at times start in non-interactive mode, and to overcome this, we use I so that it starts in interactive mode, plus it stabilizes the entire thing.
Arjuku says.
The data in that form is sent via post to the cozy, http:/executes. This executes is a function that executes code.
Really?
Okoala Wizard says.
Dick.
Translated from Dutch.
What?
What'd you call me Dick for? It's not you.
No, I did not let him out.
I know. The text-to-speech translates LUL to Dick from Dutch. You're fine. It's a running gag.
Cyberworld SK on YouTube says.
What next?
Okoala Wizard says.
That's awesome.
What next is we're raiding someone. I have to put Small Beanie Hacker on the bus and get her up and going. She's not going to be happy that her phone did not charge overnight. I need to figure out an option for that.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay, who are we going to check out? Toggles on is always a safe bet. Smart dude. Keybinds on, but we don't hear from him very much. Let's see real quick. Zero day 3301.
Hack the Planet says.
Ooh, we could try raiding D's.
Who's these?
Mark Dincone says.
Nuts.
Translated from German. Hack the Planet says.
These nuts.
Translated from German.
All right. Let's be friendly. Pop over to 0 day 330. See what they're up to.
Arjuku says.
Hey Theo, before we go.
Seribot says.
Poof.
Have
You dick.
Okoala Wizard says.
woohoo.
Mark Dincone says.
See ya.
Translated from Tagalog. Dodofit says.
Lol.
Thiepnid Network says.
We all love you.
Right on.
Neovim.
Translated
Oh,
from Malayalam.
you. All right, gang. Thanks for hanging out. We got the reverse shell to work. That's good. Moving on to the next obstacle is understanding. Have a great day. Thank you all for the help. Good to see everyone. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Did he just leave?
Oh, Koala Wizard says.
Oh, Koala Levi Love.
Cyber World SK on YouTube says.
Oh, no. And it's followers only chat? I'm sorry, I didn't see that. Hi.
No.
Hi, YouTubers. No, you guys don't catch the raid. You don't catch the raid over on Twitch. So you're here staring at me while I'm... I just said...
Amir99
Hey,
says.
Amir.
Hi, Mr. Theo.
I don't hear him. I mean, is he talking or no? He must not talk. Well, I just sent everyone over to a stream that has follows only chat on, which I don't normally do. I didn't see that. Well, I gotta go. Have a great day. Hi, Amir. Hi, and bye.